Hey guys, welcome back to another video. But in this video, I'm going to be showing y'all my black cards. Black mana, swamp, these cards. So yeah, hope y'all enjoy. Alright, first off, got the Skin Render. It's a 4-drop, and when it enters the battlefield, it puts negative 1/1 counters on target creature. It's a 3/3. So yeah. Last gasp, got one 2-drop, and target creature gets -3/-3 until end of turn. Still infect. 4-drop. Puts a negative 1/1 counter on target creature, and you draw a card. Pyresis. It's a 2-drop, and you enchant creature, and that creature has infect. Pretty nice if you have a infect deck, like I showed you yesterday. Spread the sickness. 5-drop. You destroy target creature, and then you proliferate. Duskhaunter Bat, 2-drop, has Bloodthirst, flying, it's 1/1. Blood Rage Vampire, 3-drop, Bloodthirst 1, and it's 3/1. Caustic Hound, 6-drop, when it's put into the graveyard from battlefield, each player loses 4 life. It's a 4/4. And it's alright, I guess. Fellhide Minotaur, 3-drop, and it's a 2/3. Got a Dross Hopper. It's a 2-drop, and I can sacrifice a creature, and it gains flying until end of turn, and it's a 2/1. Got Mind Rot, 3-drop, and target player discards 2 cards. Got a Sorin's Thirst, 2-drop, and it deals 2 damage to each creature, and you gain 2 life. Grace Merchant of Asphodel. It's a 5-drop, and when it enters the battlefield, each opponent loses X life, where X is your devotion to black, and it's a 2/4, and then you gain life equal to life lost that way. Sip of Hemlock, 6-drop, destroy target creature, its controller loses 2 life. Bring a Disaster, 4-drop, you can enchant creature or land, and whenever it becomes tapped, destroy it. Bleak Coven Vampires, 5-drop, has Metalcraft, and if you control 3 or more artifacts, target player loses 4 life and you gain 4, and it's a 4/3. Horrifying Revelation, 1-drop, target player discards a card, then you put the top card of his or her library into his or her graveyard. Got 2 Baleful Eidolon. Anyway, it's Bestow, and it has Death Touch, and if you bestow it, then enchanted creature gets 1/1 and Death Touch. And also, when you bestow and the creature you put it on dies, this becomes a creature again. Nifty. Distress, 2-drop, target player reveals his or her hand, you choose a non-land card from it, then that player discards that card. Enfeeblement, 2-drop, enchanted creature gets -2/2. Dark Ritual, 1-drop, you add 3 black to your mana pool. Stir the Grave, 1 plus whatever, well, plus X. Turn target creature card with converted mana cost X or less from your graveyard to play. Restless Dead, 2-drop, tap 1 black to regenerate this. It's a 1/1. perfect chump blocker, unless your opponent has trample. I know because my friend has the newer version. He does that all the time. Choking Sands, 3-drop, destroy non-target swampland. If it's a non-basic land, you deal 2 damage to land's controller. Dimer House Guard, 4-drop, has fear. That's the one card that it doesn't say. Sacrifice creature, and you can regenerate this card. And has transmute, which is discard the card, search your library for a card with the same converted mana cost as this card, reveal it, put in your hand, then shuffle your library. Play only as a sorcery. Breath Stalker, Stealer, my bad. 3-drop, tap a black, +1/-1 until end of turn, so it could be a 3/1. Raving Oni Slave, 2-drop. When it comes into play, if you don't, you lose 3 life if you don't control a demon. And when it leaves play, you lose 3 life again if you don't control a demon. So basically, you lose 6 life if it goes in and out in the same turn. And it's 3/3. You got Hired Muscle, it's 3-drop, and if you have, let's see, whenever you play a Spirit or Arcane spell, you may put a Kai counter on Hired Muscle. At the end of turn, if there's 2 or more Kai counters on Hired Muscle, you may flip it. And when you flip it, it becomes Scar Maker. Ho ho. Remove a Kai counter from Scar Maker. Target creature gains fear until end of turn. Hired Muscle is 2/2. Scar Maker is 4/4. All the cards going out. Death Kneel Kami, 2-drop, flying, and tap 2. Death Kneel Kami gets 1/1 until end of turn. Sacrifice it at the end of turn, so it becomes a 1/2, and then you have the sacrifice. And Soul Shift 1, and this is put in the graveyard from play. You may return target spirit card with converted mana cost 1 or less from your graveyard to your hand. Gibbering Kami, 4-drop, has flying and Soul Shift 3, which is you can put a spirit card from your graveyard with converted mana cost 3 or less from your graveyard to your hand. Then Takenuma Bleeder, and whenever it attacks or blocks, you lose 1 life if you don't control a demon. 3-drop is 3/3. If you haven't noticed something, the ogres, you need demons. When Death Curse Ogre is put into the graveyard from play, each player loses 3 life. So this doesn't matter if you have a demon or not. It's a 6-drop and it's 3/3. That is terrible. Thought Picker Witch, 1-drop, tap 1, sacrifice a creature, look at the top 2 cards of target opponent's library, then remove 1 of them from the game. And it's a 1/1. Got a Ghostlit Stalker, 1-drop, tap 4 and a black, target player, and tap this, target player discards 2 cards, play that ability only anytime you can play a sorcery, and you can do Channel, which is tap 7, discard the Stalker, target player discards 4 cards, play this ability only anytime you can play sorcery. I can't speak for some reason. Death Mark, 1-drop, destroy target green or white creature. That is pretty good for 1-drop. You'd be crazy not to have that in a black deck. Well, that'd probably go in a control-ish type deck. Dark Revenant, it's a 4-drop, has flying, and when this dies, put it on the top of its owner's library, and it's a 2/2. Ordeal of Erebos, it's a 2-drop, enchant creature, Whenever it attacks, put a 1/1 counter on it. Then, if it has 3 or more 1/1 counters on it, sacrifice Ordeal of Erebos. When you sacrifice it, target player discards 2 cards. And then Shiree Shizo's Caretaker. It's a 5-drop, legendary creature. Whenever a creature with power 1 or less is put into your graveyard from play, you may return that creature card to play under your control at the end of turn if Shiree Shizo's Caretaker is still in play. So basically, if this is on the field, at the end of turn, yeah, so at the end of turn, if you have this card, and if you have a bunch of cards that has power 1 or 0, then all of those come back on the field, which is pretty decent. But only if you, like I said, only if you have that 1 or less power. And there's my hoodie. Oh. And you can kind of see the white-ish. And why not? Since you're here, I'm going to show you my tokens. Boar, 2/2. Well, green boar. White knight, vigilance, 2/2. Soldier, 1/1. Another soldier, 1/1. Vampire, flying, 2/2. Goblin, 1/1. And poison counter. Whoo! All things magic. All at one place. No. Anyway, until next time, hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, big. Like it, subscribe, and can't wait to see you in the next video. Till then, see ya.